Hello, good morning. My name is Alberto Barrios. I'm a student in international business at Sena. Well, this evidence is just to let you know, to show you the evidence of the results that I had made about my studies in relation with the merchandise and how I just applied a survey to students in relation with the English because I have already talked to the teacher and he told me that I could just apply this survey to students in relation with languages. Is something that I really do and I really like it. And but I had a problem because the university where I go to study, they didn't allow me to apply the survey to students till the next week. So that's why this video is kind of late. But the most important is that I really want to let you know that I did my job that you asked me for. So I was working on an analysis for a survey, but first of all I was considering, for example, how important it was for people to speak English and why most of the people in our country, especially in Colombia, they really need to learn English for, well, many cases. And most of them, for example, is because they want to improve their professional behavior and travel or studies abroad, for example, is another characteristic that I found that is important for people here in Colombia to learn another language. And the other part is that the English level in Colombia is not so good. So many people in Colombia, they don't have, well, the English level that they really deserve, in contrast with other countries. Like, for example, Chile in South America is one of the best countries that they possess one of the best English levels. Colombia is the one of the countries that they have a very low English level. So this is what is important to improve. And I wanted to focus my investigation about how important it is for people to learn English and what they could do if they manage another language different from Spanish, for example. Obviously, English open doors. They can travel abroad. They have more job opportunities in other countries, for example. And according to this, for example, career that we're just studying here at Sena, international business, I consider is a really good opportunity for us to learn and to apply all that we know in business and that we learn in business in relation with the career to apply in the future in a future company that we could maybe work without any problem. I found it out, for example, that there are 5 languages that are more speaking here in our country, or well, they want to learn how to speak those languages as well. One is French, another is Italian, German, Chinese, and Portuguese. Those are the other languages that are really asking for. And most of the 93% of the people in Colombia, they really want to learn how to write, how to read, and how to speak well, and understand. Comprehension is very important as well. And one limitation that I found in this investigation, it was that many people, they don't have time and they don't have money to learn these languages, and that's why they consider those are big obstacles for them to learn English. And in the survey that I applied like 10 questions. Well, one of the questions says that what languages they speak different from their native language, for example, if they do or not, and what would they like to learn? That's another question that I ask. And another one, well, if it is important for them to learn another language like English, for example, and if they know English, what they could do with that language in their lives, and how they could apply the knowledge of that language and in their lives and in their future job. And considering this, well, I think that it's been really nice and very important to do that. I applied this survey to students of administration in a university corporation here in Bucaramanga, and I think that almost 85% of the students, they're really interested in learning language, especially English, for the professional behavior, to improve it. All right, and maybe travel around, and abroad the country, to get that experience better. So this is my report. I hope you understand that I don't have the results complete because I couldn't apply all the surveys because I didn't have the permission from the university to apply this survey to the students. But I really want you to consider that I'm doing my best. I have a lot of things to do, but I really like this process of this career we're starting with you. And thank you for the opportunity you give me to continue and keep growing up and maybe be a professional with your help. All right, and thank you very much. God bless you.